For today's topic is about how to maximize the meditation outcome. Just for those of you who feel like you have meditated for a long time, maybe not only in this tradition, maybe in other tradition as well, but you feel like the meditation outcome of yours may not be progressing as you would expect. So today we have something to look into it in order to improve uh, our meditation outcome. Okay, without further ado, I think it's time for me to give you the introduction about the meditation. Um, First of all, for those of you who are new, we originally came from Thailand, and it's good to know about our master. Just like when you were in the school, when you were a child, the personnel there, or maybe teacher over there, might introduce you who were your teachers, who were your principals, something like that. So when you come to this course of meditation, it's good to know all the master. Here are two masters that are alive, still living in Thailand right now. The one on your left-hand side is Luang Dhammachayo. He is the abbot of the main temple where we came from. He usually guided meditation, but the other one on your right-hand side is the vice abbot of the same temple, Luang Tatashivo. He mainly gives some Dhamma talk and also guide some meditation as well sometimes. Okay, so that's enough for our master. Everything that we learn in our life, we start from the beginning. Here you are going to know about the foundations of meditation. It's the first thing that you need to know before you're going to meditate. The foundations of meditation consist of two things, the relaxation and the mindfulness. Relaxation is the key for you to find your inner peace. Without a relaxation, it is difficult for you to attain the inner peace. Just like when you are driving a car, if you feel like any discomfort, it may come from your seat or maybe your posture. What would you do next? You may adjust your seat or maybe your posture, right? Until you feel comfortable once again, and then you can continue driving on. Same idea for the meditation. Because meditation need to take a long time, so if you find any discomfort, you need to adjust it so that you can continue meditation on and on until you find your inner peace. Another thing that you need to have is the mindfulness. Mindfulness, without the mindfulness, it is not meditation anymore. It is just like sleeping, taking a nap, something like that. So you need to have both two things along the way when you are meditating, like a railroad going in parallel all together along the way. After you have tried to keep them, you need to balance them. Otherwise, if they lose the balance, if I put them into the equation like this, M stands for mindfulness and R stands for relaxation. If you have mindfulness more than relaxation, how would you feel? You will feel uncomfortable. You sit here, your body may start to shake. You may feel some sweat on your face. You're feeling like this session is very, very long. When this teaching is going to end this session, something like that. That's because you're having the stress inside yourself or maybe in your mind. So make sure that you are not stressing yourself too much on this part. If you feel like that, just relax. Keep everything simple. And we open the eye just a little bit and then close it once again in order to reset. But what if you have relaxation more than mindfulness? How will you feel? You will feel sleepy. The mind start to wander around, thinking about anything. That means it's just like the ship. If the ship doesn't have an anchor, it's floating maybe in any direction in the ocean endlessly. But if the ship has an anchor, its floating will be standing still in one place. If the mind doesn't have an anchor, just only relaxation, we keep wander around. So during the meditation, we need to have an anchor as well. But anyway, you need to have both mindfulness and relaxation, but keep it in balance. When they are both balanced very well, you will feel like you're content to sit here meditating on and on. So this is the sign for you that you are doing it correctly. If you feel like you can continue meditation for as long as you can, oh, that is a good sign that it means that you have well balance between those two things. Now, after you have, okay, yeah, after we have the balance, make sure that it is not too tight, not too loose. If you feel content to be like this, okay, this is the good sign that you have the well balance. Just maintain that contentment on and on continuously until the session ends. Now, after you try to balance them, you have some contentment, okay? You have you are satisfied to continue the meditation on, but the meditation means to focus the mind on one single point. But the mind like to wander around thinking about everything. So here is a technique that can help the mind to have something to cling on. We, in our tradition, we use a technique called visualization. We visualize something simple, maybe a simple object, and the sun, the full moon, a star, for example, and make sure that that object does not create any thought or any emotion. So it means that you can conjure up any picture that you are familiar with, but make sure that it does not disturb your neutrality of the mind. Where to put those visualization? You just choose it only one at a time. Do not switching around. Otherwise, the mind will not be at rest. You need to have the visualization at the oh, too fast at the center of the body, at the middle in your abdomen. Can you see the sun smiling here? This is the home base for the mind. It is a place where the mind feels satisfied most. If the mind is right here in the middle of your abdomen, if you feel safe, feel like the danger outside the temple, outside our body, cannot coming in to harm you. You may feel like that. So this is like the most balancing point in your body. Just have your visualization right here in your abdomen. But if you feel like this position is difficult for you, you may start at your forehead, outside your body somewhere. It's fine as well. Because the key is to a relaxation. Make sure that along the way when you are visualizing something, you feel comfortable with it. But keep in mind that once the mind is completely relaxed, it will automatically come back to the center of the body as in the picture. So don't worry about the exact point of the center of the body just yet. Okay? Just play the mind anywhere that you feel comfortable. But once you feel completely comfortable, completely relaxed, the mind will automatically come back to this position. Here is another method. After we have something to focus on, but sometimes we lost to the voices in the head. This is another technique as supplemental. We call this the mantra or repeating the word. We repeat the words inside the mind mentally without saying it out loud. We in this tradition we use the word samarahang. It's the ancient Pali language. You can use your own words, but maximum recommendation is only two words. Samarahang means being away from the suffering of life, being free from the bad things, something like that. Okay, so those are good words, aren't they? So you conjure up an image inside yourself, and then you repeat the word Samarahang, Samarahang, Samarahang. Do it at your own pace, not too fast, not too slow. Do it in your mind silently until your mind is calm. So, okay, this is the last one. After you have meditated for some time, here is acting like an indicator. If you receive the happiness every time that you meditate, even just for a flash moment, this is a confirmation that you are practicing it correctly. Happiness here doesn't mean that you are feeling happy only, but if you are feeling nothing, like a feeling neutral, it also counts that you are feeling happy already. And the our experience varies every time when we start to meditate. So do not expect the happiness gonna be happen every time. So we cannot expect anything. Mm. The best one would be we try to remain neutral to any feeling coming to our mind. That will help the mind to be settled down, and it will be easier for the mind to be standing still. Here is not the new technique for you, or I am going to alter the meditation method. No, you can still practice any method in your own way, maybe in our tradition, or maybe after school tradition as well. But here is like the attitude for most of the practitioner who have been successful in meditation. It's kind of like if we change the attitude just a little bit, it will help to uh, the mind to be still and help yourself to gain uh, more uh, surprising and exciting experience during the meditation as well. Okay, okay, so what are these? The first thing that need to have in the mind is that the meditation is like the painting a picture, because cultivating the mind is like creating the painting. It means that no artist in this world finishes his masterpiece in just only 5 minutes. The first day is only sketch, and then they color it, and then give some small details and some correction. They put it brushstroke by brushstroke. The picture will become clearer and become more beautiful. Meditation is the same. Every time when we sitting, you do is like put one more brushstroke on the canvas of your mind. But some days the brushstroke is very obvious. You feel so peaceful. Someday you may feel like nothing special. Yeah. Nothing special, nothing happened, but still inside the mind, the picture is growing every time when you are meditating. When we remember this, it helps us to stop expecting a miracle, because most people expect the immediate result. I have some stress, and I heard that the meditation can help me relieve from stress. But when I try meditating for maybe just 15 minutes, that why I didn't feel anything. Yeah, and also when you are trying to compare yourself to others, see, why didn't I see the light or the brightness and just as these people did? Yeah. If you have those feelings and those things, yeah, just remember it. So right now, if you are at a beginner stage, and you feel like the mind is all over the place, wandering around, or feel like I cannot control my thought, I sit, but I didn't see anything, for example. Please be aware that this is perfectly normal for the human, very normal. Because we have carried out the habits of the worry, thinking, contemplating many things for many, many years. The mind is like a fan, you know. Even after you switch it off, the blade still spin for a while. If we try to grab them with our hand, it just hurts our hand. So don't fight it. Just keep practicing it gently. And then you will feel that there's nothing more in the mind to recollect. It means that the mind will be in the neutral state, crossing to the neutral state. So every day and every time when you do the meditation, it's like you are putting the one breaststroke, and that's all. And another thing to keep in the mind is that meditation is like a fruit tree. It means avoid the incorrect practice. So what does it mean? What does it relate to each other? Because when you are planting a tree, maybe for example a mango tree, you plant it today. But if tomorrow you dig it up and check how its roots has grown, what it will happen? It will die, right? We all know that to plant a good tree, we meant to plant it in a good soil, water it regularly, gives it some sunshine, allow the time to work. There's no shortcut to the sweet fruit. And similarly, there's no shortcut for the deep meditation as well. Sometimes we practice in a way that it is two things. You need to like capture the mind in our abdomen because we know that this place is important. Mm. It's way too serious. It's way too tense. Then after that, we may feel tight in the chest, may feel headache or heavy eyes. We may feel anxious rather than peaceful. If if your meditation gives some kind of feeling like this all the time, it means that you are forcing too much. It is like a digging the root of the tree to check it every day. The correct method of the meditation is the opposite one. The first sign of the good meditation is when the body feel light and relaxed. The mind should feel open, spacious, gently bright, feel light, feel not heavy. So when anytime that you feel that you are fighting with the mind, just take a short pause for a moment. Relax your whole body, smile a little bit, maybe adjust the posture or open the eyes just a little bit and then close it once again. Reset it and start everything over again softly and easily. These are two things that are our best friend and must stay together. The picture of two ladies representing their best friend. Best friend in here are relaxation and mindfulness. We are doing the method called the Dhammakaya tradition or the middle way meditation. We need to keep those two things in balance, starting from the beginning until the end of the session. And also after we open the eyes doing any activities in our daily life, we should we should try to keep the balance of these two things. Because once we have done this, we come back to later to the meditation session. The mind will be easier to gain the balance and then it will progress to the inner peace easily. We need to have these two things because the relaxation alone is not enough. If you are too relaxed, you fall asleep, you drift into some thought, or maybe daydreaming. If you have the mindfulness alone, it's not enough as well. Because if you have only effort and mindfulness only, no relaxation, you will become tight or maybe tired eventually. So once you have those two things, it's like an antidote to each other that will help the mind to be neutral. And with a neutral mind, you can progress to your deep meditation easier. So once if any day when you are meditating and you feel too tight, just open the eyes, stretch just a little bit, and begin again. If you are too sleepy, you can strengthen the posture so that you can feel the awareness inside the body, or rub the face, and then you continue your meditation. It's like the art of tuning the guitar, not too tight, not too loose. When it is just right, the sound is very beautiful. But when your effort and relaxation are just right, the meditation will become beautiful as well. Okay. The relaxation is the key, but there are two stages of the relaxation: the initial relaxation and the true relaxation. At the beginning, we may feel that uh, we are not uncomfortable anymore. Maybe you are so tired from the hard work, and then you come to meditate, you feeling like you are going to take some rest in this meditative posture. You feel not uncomfortable anymore, but not feel really peaceful yet. Your mood will become neutral, not very happy, but not unhappy also. This is like walking under the strong sunlight and then sitting under the tree. You feel better, feel colder, but not fully refreshed yet. This is the initial relaxation. This set is important. Why? Because many people reach this state and think that, okay, I feel relaxed, but nothing happened. Am I stuck? But actually, this is already a good sign. The mind is calming down. So at this state, do not complain anything. Just accept this neutral calm as your base. Notice where in the body and mind you feel just right. Just rest there quietly. When you stay here patiently, without chasing any special experiment, something will begin to change by itself. The body will feel lighter, the mind will begin to sink deeper. Once the mind sinks deeper, it will feel completely refreshed, as if the body is light, will be almost not solid anymore. Some people may feel like the body blend in into the atmosphere, blend in into the thin air, like a body start to disappear, something like that. And the gentle happiness without any reason will arise. And with this deeper relaxation, sometimes the brightness can appear as well. At first, the brightness may be soft, like a dawn or evening light. But if you remain calm, it can grow brighter and brighter, like a midday sun inside yourself. So why do we need to know this? Because when it happened to you, you don't get afraid or overexcited. To understand that, oh, this is just the neutral, the natural process of the mind when it becoming more subtle, more standing still. So, okay, just don't chase any experience, don't chase the light, don't chase your happiness. Just try to be neutral with the initial relaxation and keep it just like that, and then you will eventually proceed to the true relaxation, which is the feeling of more calm, more inner peace inside yourself. Okay, there is one slogan that our master always said: "Stop so you will succeed." Stop here, that doesn't mean you stop your life or stop your responsibilities. It means that you Stop allowing the mind to chase every thought. Stop letting it fall into unwholesome actions, and stop running away from the present moment. Every time you notice that, oh, I'm lost into thinking again, don't be upset. Just forgive yourself and gently say inside that, okay, I will stop, and bring your mind back to the center of the body. Gently bring back the mind. Okay? Just simple stuff is like the pressing the brake pedal. You don't need to explain to yourself a lot. Just stop and come back to the stillness inside. Yeah, just only stop inside. There, that's all. The more you practice it, the easier it will be. Easier for you to keep the mind with you, and the deeper the meditation will become. And it will be very useful to let your awareness hang around at the center of the body as often as you can. Not only when you sit in this posture with the eye closed, also when you brush your teeth, drink water, walk to the bus, sitting on a bus or driving a car, or work in front of the computer, or even lying down about to sleep. You can imagine there is a gentle sun shining in your abdomen, or just simply feel that your awareness is softly resting there. Why are we encouraging you to do this? Because the mind needs a home base. Without a home, it wanders everywhere. The center of the body is the neutral and safe place, not full of strong emotion anymore. The more often you raise the mind there, the more familiar and comfortable it becomes. Later, when you sit for the formal meditation like this, like we did together tonight, your mind will be settled much faster because it already knows the way home already. Like a puppy, it learns to go back to its mat. At first, you guide it again and again. You try to practice it again and again, and eventually, if you learn everything and go to it by itself. Okay. Another thing that could help is that, well, just practice the mind with the innocent mind. Just like when you tell the kindergarten child that, oh, please sit quietly and look at this, do this. The child just simply do it. No analysis, no discussion, no judgment. But we are adult. We are different. We think a lot. When we meditate, we often sometimes doubt it is the right way for me, or maybe comparing my experience, why it is so different from the others, or maybe we demand why there is no result yet, why feeling nothing. This kind of thinking makes the mind heavy. So in the meditation, try to let the mind become innocent, like a small child who trusts the teacher, follow the steps simply, don't argue, inside the head, don't fight with the thought in the head the whole time. And don't hurry for the special experience. So the first job here is not to see the light. The first job here is to sit still inside with the mind soft, innocent, and cooperative with us. The practice will become much smoother and you may progress faster than you would expect. For the whole day, try to keep the mind ready and happy. Because the meditation is mean for it's mean about the happiness. The mind that is heavy, negative, or full of regret, it's difficult to stay still. The mind which is bright and confident can become quiet much more easily. So we train our mind to be in the radiant mood both before, during, and after the meditation. But how can we do this? Very easy. Three things. The first one is that think of good deeds that you have done. Maybe you remember, recall the moment when you help other people, something like that. Another one is that you recall the kindness you receive from other people. You think about the people who have supported you, maybe your parents, teachers, your partner, your friend, or maybe the teaching monk who encouraged you when you were weak, and those who forgave you when you made any mistake. We recall this because it fills the heart with the gratitude and warmth. It reminds you that you are not alone, you are supported, that it melts the feeling of no one cared about me anymore. This feeling will be melt down and fade away. Then gratitude will soften the heart. A soft heart can settle more easily. The last one, how to keep the mind radiant and happy, is you appreciate the opportunities in your life. You may notice that you have a human life rather than the animal life or anything life. You are human. You have access to the teachings that many of the people in this world have never heard before. Or you appreciate at least some free time that you can sit in a safe place, take some rest, relax. Because when it changed the feeling from, oh, my life is full of big problems, change it to, I am actually quite fortunate. It reduces desperation and grasping for a very fast result. It will eventually create a quiet joy. Oh, I am lucky to be able to practice like this. And with the content mind, it can easier for you to attain the inner peace. After we have progressed in the meditation, we may have some experience, either neutral, good or bad. The good feeling maybe you feel light, you feel weightless, or you experiencing some brightness. The bad, actually, in the meditation, there's no kind of a bad feeling about this, but I mean, it's not kind of bright side. It's like some people may feel like after they have some stillness, they feel like as if they were falling down from the height, and they say that they didn't like this feeling. But it's a kind of some experience that some people may have experienced before. Uh, so either feeling, either experience you have encountered before, positive and negative, neutral, you like it or you don't like it. It just don't worry about it. You're not crazy. This is just the sign that the mind is moving into more subtle level, and it can be different from one person to another. Some may feel light, uh, some may feel like a floating in the air, some may feel like body disappears, some may feel falling down from the height. Yeah, it's just the sign of the mind, sign of the body that your mind is going to go deep into a subtle level. So after all, don't be afraid. Don't get excited. Just stay neutral as long as you can. Try to stay calm, present. Okay. If you can't help, then try to touch the ground when you're feeling falling down from the height. It's okay. You may open the eye just a little bit, but it would be better if you can keep the eye closed and stay the mind at a neutral feeling. But if you can't help, okay, it's okay. You can reset it anyway and start it all over again. After the meditation ends, don't forget to take note of your progress. It's very helpful. You can note like how long you have sat, how long you felt, how you felt before and after meditation, how your body felt. Maybe you have special feeling like you feel more calm than before, feel more light than before, something like that. Why we are doing this? Because the meditation progress is often slow and subtle. Without a record, we may forget. And later, when you read back, you will see that, oh, I used to be much more restless. Now I can sit longer. I can calm down faster. You you can even notice which time of the day suits you and what preparation helps you most. For example, some of you may dim the light during the meditation. Some of you may put some fragrance uh, in the bottle near you, like a therapy, something like that. Yeah, you can do that, and you can take note that what preparation can help you most. And in this way, it turns your practice into the learning process, not just a routine, not just something that you are forcing yourself to do, but you will eventually feel that, oh, today I was sitting with a really good feeling because I have a strong willing to do it. And I have sincerity in the mind to do this. This is more like in Buddhism, we have the four foundation of success. Okay, I will go through this briefly, quickly. The first one is the inspiration. This is the wish from the heart. It's kind of like you like to practice. You really like it. And you have some inspiration. It is not you are meditating because it is a must thing to do, but it is the thing that you want to do. Your heart will lean toward it, the toward it, the positive thing happily. The second one is the effort. This is the steady energy and patience. It's not just enthusiasm for 3 days and then you stop. You keep going on, even sometimes when you're feeling lazy, you feel bored. You don't give up easily. You continue practicing it every day without skipping. The third one, attention. This is actually the mindfulness and being at the present. When you meditate, you are really there, not half of you in your phone and half of you in worries, something like that. You try to give the quality to your practice, not only to the time. No. The fourth one, the examination or analysis. This is the wise reflection. We do this after the meditation. After meditation, it's kind of the take note that we went in the previous slide. We analyze what helps me, what doesn't. You can adjust your approach gently, learn from your mistake in the past, and improve it over time. If you have cultivate the four qualities like this, your meditation will not depend on the luck. It will be supported by the strong inner foundation. Okay, this is the last one, the last slide of tonight. The meditation is not limited to this posture, sitting in this posture. You can do it anywhere and anytime and every day. Standing in a queue, walking from room to room, washing dishes, folding clothes, listening to someone speaking. You can do it anytime. But how to do this while you are doing other activities too at the same time? You just gently visualize the crucible or maybe rest your awareness gently inside your abdomen all the time. It doesn't have to be strong, just a soft reminder that oh, your mind is here inside your body. Because the true meaning of the mindfulness is bring the mind back to the body. When you are doing other things in your daily life, yeah, you are mindful. You know what you are doing. But that when you are doing that thing, the mind is outside your body. Is I just said it is uh, partially correct for the meaning of mindfulness, but the true correct meaning of the mindfulness is bringing the mind completely back to the body. Why is this one is important to keep the mind in your abdomen all the time? Because you have meditated today for 20 or maybe 25 minutes, no more than that. And then the rest of the day, you put the mind back to the old habit. worrying, thinking, daydreaming. So with the light practice during the day that you do it all the time, you keep the inner peace warm and alive. And the gap between the meditation time and your daily life, it becomes smaller and smaller. Mm. That's why our great master, Luang Por Dhammaseyo, the abbot that saw his picture in the first slide, he said that he do the meditation only twice a day. That is when he open and when he close the eyes. So it means that he do the meditation in every posture, sitting, standing, walking, lying down, in every posture. He keep the mind within his inner peace. And after he has done it for many years, it has become natural and automatic. Like the road that stays still, even the many cars are running on it, or the sky that stays in place, even the clouds are moving by. Okay. This is our directional training that I have given you tonight. Thank you. Hopefully you uh, go back and practice the meditation regularly and find inner peace someday.